Okay, you're looking at the frame plate. Everything's welded on it now. Every single joint. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way around. Continuous weld. Everything. I've just flattened all of these welds off on the top. So yeah, I just finished off that last little buttress there. Oh sorry, it was this side. So I did that. That's continuous weld all the way along, so it's super strong. All of them except the insides I haven't done continuous, but on the outside where the wheels are, that's all continuously welded right across. Just because it's you know, hollow on the inside. I'm going to drill in and put that bitumen in there at a later date. Yeah, just thought I'd show you that now. So, bit of progress. A lot of grinding and a lot of welding. I need an extractor to get rid of the gas in here, it's shocking. The rain's still hanging around. But yeah, I'm getting there. As I said, this is the rear. So oops, wrong side. Wrong side again. That bloody nice. Nice fit too. Square. I like to see that. So yeah, just working my way at it. I think I've mentioned before I've got a bead roller, and I got some dies made up to make this floor. So this steel I think will be too thick to do it. This is like done in a proper industrial press, and I know that if the steel I use is too thick it'll start warping everywhere, so I'm just going to use a slightly thinner gauge steel. It's not going to warp on me, and it's not going to like cave in, so you know, these are wider than the original ones, and the frame is taking up the extra steel that would have otherwise been part of the structure with the floor, so I'm okay with that. You're talking thousands of dollars for the floors in these things now, so I'm not going to be doing that. Now someone said to me, oh yeah, you got to do it exactly right, otherwise it's not worth the money. I said, yeah, that's okay, but if you spend $30,000 or $40,000 on wages, then what's the point? Your car's not going to be worth $40,000 more than an average one, unless it's the best car that's in the world, but I doubt that. It wouldn't be rebuilt. It'd be something that had been garaged the whole time, low Ks, still got all the stickers from the factory on it, that sort of stuff. So I'm okay with that. It'll get the job done. It'll be a few hours work though. You know, you've got to run every bead above and below twice. So there's what, it's probably 30 there, so it's 60 beads just for this section alone. And I'll probably run it in shorter segments. So I'll do, say for instance, up to there from here, and run it along this beam, and then weld where they join onto the beam, and then even make another short one there, and then another one there, just because rolling that bead for that length of steel is going to be a big mission for one person. I've also got a little English wheel, so on the largest crown, or the smallest crown, sorry, so this one here, this one, I run through there and stretch it first, and then come back on the back side and then stretch it back with the actual bead roller, because if you try and run it through straight up, it'll just, because these beads are formed, so it actually, I took all the measurements and got it exact. So first off I'll do the round one with that, and then come back and do this. I was thinking I might even attempt some of that floor while I've got this sitting on the ground here like this now. I know that it'd be a lot easier to do now than later on, when all of the long walls up and the doors are in, and because that's what happens with guys. They get one of these cars and they replace the floor, and it's so hard to get in and out. But I reckon like this, I can bring my bead roller in here, sit it right there, work here, work there. That's on a bit of a jig, that thing, so they pop out and then this goes in, and yeah. Oh, actually I put it in my vise nowadays, but yeah. Continue on. I was looking at the steel yesterday thinking, oh, I'm going to have a lot left over, but I think I'll just have enough. Like, I thought, oh, I could make myself another table, but I don't think so. I think when I start hacking pieces up to get the rear bumper support and transmission cradle area done, because these are obviously straight pieces, so I'll have to cut like a few up. I'm not going to go and buy plate. I was going to buy some plate and then start cutting it out, but I've already got this here, so, and I'm pretty limited for space, so I'm just going to try and use up everything I've got in the shed and continue. So yeah, I'm happy with the welds here. They look just like factory did, so I'm happy with that. Nice and thick. I burnt it right in, so it's definitely strong. It's pretty straight. There's about a millimetre flex between each corner, but this floor's got a grade in it anyway, so I think what I'll start doing is doing the floor, the torsion pipe. Sorry, I'm pretty tired. So the rear transmission cradle area, that's pretty rusty, so I'm thinking I might actually get it sandblasted and then bring it back, and then it'll be a lot easier to weld it onto this. I'll also have to make up a bit of a jig, so some blocks, because it's not level with the floor here. It's like raised up. But anyway, I'll come back